Happy New Year from Montrose Golf Links. I'm Jeff King, and I'm joined tonight by Wayne Henderson.
Happy New Year.
Good. Yeah, we've taken the opportunity tonight to put together a small video for you because we want to address three questions, three of the most relevant questions that have come into the company over the last few weeks. And the first question is, why have we moved the season ticket repayment date to February? Well, the main reason for this is that it was a historical issue that Montrose Golf Links has, where low season, January, February, March, even December at one point, this is the lowest time, this is the worst time of year when cash coming into the company is next to nothing apart from a few winter ticket sales, etc. So the problem really rose its head the last 2 years, where we've had to seek some short-term and long-term loans to assist the company through the winter period. So it's always been in the company's plans to move this date. So we've taken it as this year was the time to do it. Going back maybe December time, we had considered a £100 levy for each member, which would have covered this gap in the cash flow. But we then thought better of the season ticket holders, keep their money for the festive season, and let's just drag this repayment date back to February, and that would hopefully solve our issue. This was one of the tasks that management group saw quite early on when we joined in August, but it was an issue that Montrose Golf Links had saw before as a problem of cash flow at this time of year. And regardless of the pandemic, it was going to go ahead in February this year. We hope the season ticket holders fully understand our position, and that we are asking for the ticket to get paid in February, but your season ticket will still run from 1st of April through to 31st of March 2022. Wayne, could you bring up question 2, which was on why have we removed the senior category?
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I'll do that. Yeah, so the senior category, well, it was always the intention of Montrose Golf Links to rationalise and simplify the categories across all of the season tickets. And we've taken the opportunity this year to do that. It is fair to say also that the adult and senior tickets have been over the last number of years getting closer in price. So we felt that having one adult ticket, being able to keep the Broomfield at a minimum price and being able to keep the young adults at a minimum price would encourage people into golf, and it would allow us to simplify and have a more simplified means of season tickets moving forward.
Good, thanks, Wayne. The third question I have was a few people were making references to the condition of the golf courses, and I would say that given that we've got the pandemic and we're still in that pandemic, at the beginning of the golf season, that was the toughest time for Montrose Golf Links, where we only had 3 staff in attendance all the time. The other staff were all furloughed to the job retention scheme. And because those are critical months of the year, March, April, May, very, very critical to the greenkeeping. We've got 3 staff working. So they did really, really well through that period. They could only do maintenance, minimum maintenance to the course. They couldn't get on with the other more direct items that they wanted to put into the work scopes. But as time moved on and we got playing golf again at the end of May, beginning of June, we didn't actually take all the staff back to begin with either. We staged that in over a couple of months. We got all the staff back to work, and then they could get on with their maintenance of the course. But during the year as well, back in March, one of our greenkeepers, Liam, moved on to Downfield. Subsequently, later in the year, August, September, Darren moved on to another job, and so did Les Ray. So it's left us understaffed as well. And the guys, have done remarkably well this year. They've done really well. We've got to remember they worked right through the pandemic as well, which we're still in. As far as we are concerned, they're definitely essential workers for a golf course. But the other item was that many people made reference to the rabbit, the condition of the golf course with the rabbits. Rabbits is a problem we've had for a few years. We've currently got a process where we've got people in shooting the rabbits. There's been over 2,000 of them killed in the last 6-7 months. But we've still got an issue where their habitat is the gorse. So we've got to find a way of addressing this as a priority. We've got to try and repatch some of the areas where the rabbits have made large holes, etc. But we've also got to do it in a manner where we're looking at the gorse management as well, because that is definitely their habitat. Wayne, you got anything to add to that?
I was just going to add there, Jeff, just in terms of the condition of the course, I think it's fair to say, and very much on a positive theme, that if we look at the aprons and the approaches to the greens over the last couple of years, they've improved drastically. And that's all credit to the greenkeeping staff. And I would almost go as far as saying they're as good as they've probably ever been in the time I've been a member at Montrose for a significant number of years. So that, as I say, is all credit. Our intention is that we're going to maintain and continue to improve on that. We'll continue to improve the golf course in terms of looking at the tees and looking at fairways. And Jeff's alluded to the fact that we've got a rabbit problem, which is clearly a priority to us. And we're going to look to address that this season, certainly part anyway. But I think the other thing too is that, a golf course will continue to deteriorate if we don't invest. And you can only invest when you have cash to do that. And it is fair to say that it feels like Montrose Golf Links has been in a downward spiral. Therefore, we got to overcome that. That's what the management group has as a priority. And hence the reason why we've taken some of the tough decisions, and haven't been taken lightly, but the tough decisions that we've taken lately in order to get us in a position where we can have a quality golf course. We can have it in a condition that people expect. We can start to entice visitors back as soon as we can get them back. So we're trying to get to head in the right direction, that we do have golf sustainable in Montrose for the long term, and let's go and celebrate another 450 years.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne. I'd just like to remember all the season ticket holders that were as well, that the volunteers that have assisted the greenkeeping staff this year have been brilliant, the work they've done. But we're still encouraging more people to join. And we can't get, even during the COVID times we're in today, we can still have maybe people in groups of 2 working, doing small jobs here and there. So it'd be greatly appreciated if any other volunteers could come forward. I'd like to finish up maybe just a bit off course with these 3 questions that have come in. There has been some negative feedback from Montrose Golf Links recently, where there's been some criticism of the management team from maybe historical times. But I just want to remind all the season ticket holders that the new management group have only been here since August, and we're all volunteers again, the same as everyone else has been involved in the past. But we're making progress. We've got to take some highline items where, when we came in, it's all about survival first. So we definitely got cost control under control, pardon the pun, but it's definitely there. We moved on to moving this admin date, get pulled through to February, which is important. And then last but not least, the one item that maybe hasn't went down well with some people was the season ticket prices had to increase, because we are so concerned this year that our visitor revenue will be very low again. So we're encouraging the season ticket holders to get behind us and invest with us to make the Montrose Golf Links profitable in the future. But one of the other things is that the relationship between Montrose Golf Links and the season ticket holders, that needs improvement. Well, we understand we're coming from a position where there's maybe low faith or trust, whatever you call it. And we've introduced these fortnightly newsletters where we're going to expand on what we're doing, why we're doing it, introducing it to the staff, the management team. And while we do this, we're trying to be as honest and open as we can. And there's some confidentiality items that we obviously can't share with the season ticket holders, but rest assured, we are doing our best for Montrose Golf Links. The last thing I was going to speak about was we asked back in November for some season ticket holders to put their name forward to work as an advisory group. The advisory group, we've got some names in it, we've got 12 or 13 names. The advisory group there, the best way to explain it will be is there will be a sounding board for Montrose Golf Links to relay ideas and plans for the future and have feedback from some of the groups of season ticket holders that are out there. And last but not least, never before have Montrose Golf Links, we need the season ticket holder support this year, and we'll need it for every year going forward, but more this year than ever, as we are hopefully coming out of this pandemic. And by no means, the new management group also need your support. So it's a two-way street. The season ticket holders and the management group need to work together to make Montrose Golf Links a success of the future.